everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back as always. Also don't forget to like, comment and share.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life.
So today I'll be doing a collaboration with the South African content creators. Some of them. We decided to do a whole Q&A questionnaire situation. And yeah, I'm really excited to answer all these questions. So basically what happened is we got together and each person gave 2 questions. We added them to a list and we're all basically answering them all. So make sure you go and check out all the other creators' videos so that you can get everybody's answers. I'll have them all linked down below. So the creators that are doing the collaboration with me is Being Bussy Jane, Paws for Self-Care with Di, The Fast Lane Cars, Michelle VB, Brenda Malobo, and then we have 2 creators that unfortunately couldn't get to the videos but did give questions, and that's Nkobile Tabangu and Loni Masina Mela. So yeah, please go and check out all their channels and I will have them all linked down below. So sorry for my voice, but I've been extremely sick this past week. Things got progressively worse after the last vlog, which was recorded on Monday, and yeah, I'm already recovering, but my voice is just not giving, so I'm sorry about that. But there was a deadline for this video, so here we are. I've managed to pull myself together so we can at least do this video, but please bear with my voice. So yeah, let's jump into the questions. I'm really excited to do this with you guys, and I hope you really enjoy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure to go and check out all the other creators' videos. Alright, so question number 1. Name an embarrassing moment that happened to you in public. Right, so my answer for this question is actually so funny. So a few years ago in 2014 going into 2015, New Year's. So New Year's Eve, we were in Puerto Rico for a month that year. Mark and I were dating 6 months, and we were going to this really fancy hotel because New Year's Eve is also my mother-in-law's birthday. So we went to this really fancy hotel called La Concha, and they were having this huge New Year's Eve party. Yeah, it was huge. Like, there were so many people, and inside the hotel there was a little casino. So we decided, we went and we got went to the hotel rooms, got all dressed up. We had gone and bought outfits before that and everything, and for Christmas I had gotten a pair of Taylor Says high heels from my mother-in-law. Now, I wasn't big on heels, but I definitely wore them more back then than I do now. I'm gonna show you guys the heels. These are the heels. So they are absolutely amazing, and I was determined that I was going to wear these. As you can see, they are crazy high. So what happens is I get all dolled up. I had this short little white dress in. I'll put pictures in. Dress on. I'll put pictures in. And I had these shoes on. And we decided we were, first we went for a dinner at I think it was called La Perla. It's this huge, this restaurant that looks like a giant clamshell. I'll put pictures in. And yeah, so basically we went for dinner. After dinner we decided we were going to go to the casino. Now you must know this place is packed, like packed. And we go to the casino and everything was carpeted, so it was really hard to walk first of all. And I'm walking and me and Marco's stepsister Isabella, we decide we're going to go and see what's around. So the two of us walk off. Guys, don't I fall in those heels face down on the floor between two of the tables. Like, my whole ass was out. Like, my whole ass was out. They saw everything. And now my thing is that when I fall, like, I cannot stop laughing. So now I'm laying there and I'm laughing and I can't get up because I'm laughing so hard because I'm so freaking embarrassed. And all these people do not think that this is funny. Like, they were just like in shock. They were like, oh my god, like trying to help me and what. I couldn't get up. I couldn't. It was like game over for me. Like, everyone had seen my ass now. I fell flat on my face in front of like hundreds of people. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was one of the most embarrassing things that have ever happened to me. Also, Mark and I were still dating like pretty fresh, so it was embarrassing for me too, but luckily none of them saw it because they were still like at the beginning of the casino. So luckily none of them had seen me fall, but it was hilarious and super embarrassing. So yeah, that's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. Alright, so question number 2, what is your biggest pet peeve? So, something that literally makes my skin crawl from the inside is if somebody gives me a dirty glass. Like, I cannot. I can't handle it. Like, and if I take a dirty glass, like, because you know sometimes the dishwashers and stuff don't wash it, it doesn't clean it like properly, and sometimes you don't see and you pack it away and everything. If I take a dirty glass out of the cupboard, like, whoo, I can't even explain. Like, it drives me insane. Like, I literally like I can't handle it. I cannot handle a dirty glass. And the other thing is also, like, I cannot handle anybody drinking out of the same glass as me. So not my kids, not my husband, not anybody. Like, I can't. There's like moments where like I'll give in if Marco's like, can I taste that or something, but it's very rare. Or I'll tell him to like wait till like the last sip and then like give him that. But I don't know what it is. My father was the same, and I think I just picked it up from him. But I can't share drinks. Like, it's one thing that like it just freaks me out. Like, it freaks me out so much. I just can't handle it. So like, yeah, don't give me a dirty glass, and do not drink out of the same glass as me, or cup or bottle or whatever, because I just can't do it. I don't know, it like, even just thinking about it, it like drives me crazy. So yeah. Question number 3, if you died, had a chance to come back as any gender, what would you choose and why? Guys, come on, I'm such a feminist. Like, come on. I would not come back as any other gender than a woman, because let me tell you something, there ain't no power in this world like the power a woman has. There ain't no strength in this world like the strength that a woman has. Like, you guys seriously like underestimate your abilities as a woman. We are freaking amazing. I mean, we literally grow human beings inside of us. Like, come on. You can't tell me that ain't a superpower. Like, I'm sorry, but I would not, like, it's difficult. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of things that come with being with a woman, like emotions and periods and all these things. But I would not change it for the world. I would not want to be anything else. I am so proud to be a woman, and I just feel like women are superheroes. Like, we should be running the world. That's how I see it. And I feel like the only reason that women were suppressed in the past is because men couldn't even comprehend the power that we have as women. So if you're a woman out there and you're watching this, girl, power to you. Keep doing you, and don't let nobody get you down, because women are just amazing. That's my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't change my gender at all, ever. That's just me. Question number 4. Would you rather block a toilet at a party or laugh in front of your crush and get a bubble out of your nose? Guys, I don't like to be embarrassed. I definitely think that I would rather block a toilet, because your girl running out there, you won't know what happened. It was not me. And I also think that there's way to go about like unblocking a toilet without like making it obvious. Whereas if you literally blow a bubble out your nose in front of like your crush or anybody, people will hold that against you forever. So yeah, I definitely think I'd rather block a toilet. That's normal. Everybody poops, guys. Everybody poops. Question number 5. Which one is better, not being able to hear or not being able to see? So this question to me was very interesting. But I definitely think I'd rather not be able to hear, because I feel like the world, even with all its like downfalls, is so beautiful. Yeah, I think the world is just so beautiful, and I couldn't imagine not being able to see faces and expressions and colors and flowers and animals and things like that. So I think if I really did have to choose, I'd rather not hear, because I feel like there's a lot of things I'd just rather not know in any case. So yeah, I definitely think I'd rather see than hear. So that's my answer to that question. And then question number 6. If you could go back and change anything in your past, what would it be? So I am a strong believer that you should never regret anything that you've done in your life, because it makes you the person you are today, and you should always be proud of how far you've come. I always tell myself that, but I think if I really had to choose one thing that I would have changed, I think I would have just waited a little bit longer before having kids. I had my first child at 22. I wish I had waited till like maybe 25 or even 27 if I could have pushed it that far. I feel like there were things that I kind of missed out on because I chose to have kids young. But don't get me wrong, I am excited for my dirty 30s where my kids can look after themselves for the most part and I can be living my best life, and my naughty 40s. But I do feel like your 20s are there to be enjoyed, so I do wish that I had waited just a little bit longer before I had kids. Other than that, I wouldn't change anything. I am who I am because of what I've been through, so that's that. And then question number 7, what was the worst date you've ever been on? Guys, men. Let me just tell you, men. Okay, this was back when I was in high school. I think I was like 15. Yeah, I think I was like 15 years old at that time. My friend was dating this guy, and she was like, no, don't you want to come on a double date, blind date, because he's got this friend and like you can meet him and maybe you guys will hit things off and whatever. So I was like, yeah, well, no, cool, like why not, you know? So we ended up driving like out of our town. So we stayed in Middelburg. We drove to Witbank, to the mall there, and we went to go play 10-pin bowling. So I was like, okay, cool. I met this guy and everything. He was pretty chill, like not really my type, but I was like, whatever, you know, let's have fun in any case. And we booked everything and we got there and we were playing 10-pin bowling and we had a lot of fun, that I thought. And when it came to now like pay the bill and stuff, he legit made me pay for myself, like pay everything. for myself. Like, he didn't even like pay for a bottle of water or nothing. I was like, okay, but I was kind of like, what ifs, it's fine. Like, I always prepare for these situations, but I was so annoyed. And then we went to the movies after that, and once again, when it was time to pay, he just looked at me like, are you gonna pay for yourself? And I was like, this motherfucker. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I, kept myself together, paid for my own shit, finished the movie, and then I was like, already at that point, like, yeah, I'm never gonna see this guy again. But I did have to drive all the way back with them, so I just kept it civil. And this guy wouldn't even look me in my face. He wouldn't say 2 words to me. I basically was speaking to my friend and her boyfriend the entire time, because this guy wouldn't even like acknowledge my existence. It was horrible. And then as we were leaving the movie theater, I ran into a guy from school. And so he was there with a group of friends, or a group of people that he knew. And I met them and I was like, hi. And then the one guy actually that was with him, I don't even remember his name. Like, I blocked him out so bad in my life. But basically what happened, this guy somehow got my contact details, and he stalked me for 2 years after that day. 2 years. So I basically met my stalker while I was on a double date, blind date. And yeah, if you guys want story time on that, let me know. But this guy stalked me for 2 years and made my life absolute hell. So I never forget that date, because it was the first and only time I met that guy before he started harassing me. And on top of that, the date was so terrible. So yeah, that was the worst date I've been on. Yeah, I'll go more in depth on that situation if you guys want to hear about it, but it was pretty intense. So yeah, that's the worst date I've ever been on. Question 8. What is your go-to YouTube channel when you are relaxing? So currently I've been watching a lot of lifestyle channels. My go-to for a very long time has been OK Baby, as well as Alyssa Rose. So definitely go check them out. They're so nice. And then I also really enjoy nature documentaries. So there's things like Brave Wilderness, or just any nature documentaries that I can go onto. I love watching those. They're also the best things to fall asleep to. And the other thing that I've really been enjoying currently is called Soft White Underbelly, and it's a channel about this guy that interviews different people in different walks of life. And he interviews like prostitutes or drug addicts, or people that come from inbred families, or pimps, or like any walks of life, different addicts, different strippers, college students that had to strip to get through college, things like that. And he has these half-an-hour long interviews with these people, and it is so interesting, so interesting. So yeah, those are my go-to at the moment when I'm relaxing. And then question number 9. What is your favorite decade of music? Okay, so mine definitely has to be old school in terms of R&B, because that's usually where I go to. I am very into like the latest like pop music, I would say pop music, R&B, hip-hop, those types of vibes. But my favorite is definitely late 90s, early 2000s. That was like the height of R&B, so that was definitely my favorite decade. And then question number 10. What is usually your first reaction when someone you care about is upset, and what would you do to comfort them? So this question I have an interesting answer for, because if you had asked me this question like 5 to 10 years ago, I would have had a very different answer. But one thing I've learned is that you cannot stand up for everybody. You cannot be a protector for everybody. Like, one thing, if it's got to do with my children, don't unleash that beast, because your girl won't stop until justice is served. So yeah, don't mess with my kids. That's a different story. But if it's someone like a close friend or relative, or the best thing that I feel that I do, and if I'm dead honest, I would just be there to give them advice and let them know that I have their back no matter what they decide. I feel like it is wrong to jump in and get involved in other people's drama and situations, even though it is hard sometimes. But the reason I say this is because I have been in many situations where they will become friends again and you will stay the bad guy. So be very careful about jumping into situations with people over things that do not involve you. It is hard to watch people you care about go through difficult things, and it does leave an impression on you that the person they are fighting with, you will have a different image of them. But I think the main thing that you can do is be there for the person going through what they're going through, and make sure that they know that you've got their back and you are there for them, and you will always be there for them, because that's what they need more than anything. They don't need you to be the pit bull while they are the chihuahua, you know what I mean? They just need to know that someone is there for them and someone has got their back, and that they are not acting irrationally, and things like that. So my definite go-to is just to be there for the person and allow them to go through the cycle of feelings and let them know that they're not alone. So yeah. Question number 11. If you wanted to upgrade your car, what would you add? So my dream car would be to have a G-Wagon, all black, blacked out windows, red leather interior. Those are all things I would do to upgrade it. A really good sound system, seat warmers, maybe some LED lights, a heart-shaped exhaust maybe. For me, upgrades are all about luxury, not speed. I don't need a car that is super fast. That's not who I am. I need a car that's complete luxury. I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy when I'm there. I want to be living my best life. So any upgrades I would do for my car would definitely be in terms of luxury. Maybe I'd wrap it to be a matte black, make it look all mysterious and what. Yeah, I think those would be the upgrades I lean towards. Question number 12. What could you do to make your car safer? So this is an interesting question, and I feel like if I was thinking about it realistically, regardless of what car you have, I think something really important is to put run flat tires on, because if you do get a puncture or something, you can still drive your car without any issues or any risk of driving off of the road and things like that, or your car flipping. So I do think the main thing would be to get run flats. The second thing I would do, if I really had to, if I felt like I really wanted to be overly cautious, would be to add a roll cage inside the vehicle, so that if the car did roll, you would have extra protection. I don't know though if I would go really that far on just a normal everyday car. And I also think in regards to safety with vehicles, there's things that you can do as a driver to be safer on the roads versus things that you could actually do to your car. Like you could take, there are certain courses you can take for to be super experienced in how to drive on wet roads, or I can't remember what it's called now, but there's courses you can take that will help you in difficult situations within driving your vehicle day to day. So yeah, that's my answer for that. Question number 13. If you were part of a team building a house, what role would you play and why? So first of all, your girl is hella lazy, so we are supervising everything. I wouldn't mind being a supervisor. I think I'm a very good leader, so I like things done in a very meticulous way in regards to work and things like that. So I do think a supervisor or project manager would be good. I also think anything to do with the financials I would be good at, even though I wouldn't prefer to do that. I know I'm very good when it comes to working with other people's finances, not so much my own, but other people's finances. So that's definitely something that I think I would do. What I would love to do would be the interior design aspect, because I think that's a lot of fun. But I don't want to be doing anything. I want to like tell people what to do. I want to delegate. I don't want to be getting my hands dirty, because I can and I will if I have to. Like, your girl can do anything, but I'd rather not. You know what I mean? I'd rather delegate. So that's the roles that I would prefer to be in. Question number 14. What makes you unique? I don't think that any one person has one unique thing about them. I think that everyone as a whole is unique, because no two people are the same. If I have to say what I think really makes me stand out from other people, would probably be like my social side. I'm an extremely social person. I always gravitate towards people. People always tend to feel like they can open up to me. I always feel like I'm always an open book and tend to open up to anybody. I'm always honest about my life. So yeah, I think that side of me is what makes me unique. I'm very outgoing, very extroverted. Like, that's who I am. So I think that's what makes me unique. I think a lot of people these days tend to be more introverted. I am the complete opposite. So that's me. Yeah, that's what makes me unique, I think. Question number 15. If there was one thing you wish was not invented over the centuries, what would it be and why? Guys, Crocs. Why? Why do you need a closed shoe with holes in it? I don't understand. Why do you need a shoe made of rubber? I don't understand. I don't. And now Balenciaga has gone and did a collaboration with Croc, and it's the most ugly thing that I've ever seen. I'll put pictures in, guys. But yeah, why? No. If I could uninvent anything, it would be Crocs. Like, I'm sorry, guys, no. Just don't do it. It's just not, no. I'm not even gonna carry on. Crocs is what I'm uninventing. Question number 16. What motivates you to keep waking up every morning and do what you do? Well, my kids obviously is number one. Also, they are the ones waking me up. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But I wake up to love for my kids for sure. But I think on another hand, it's very important for me to achieve goals and to always be leveling up in life, and to be living and having the things that you've always wanted, and giving your kids the things that you never had. So for me, that's definitely something that motivates me to get up and do what I do, because even on the days that I don't want to, I do, because I know we're always one step closer to something better. And you've got to keep pushing. You cannot sit around and wait for things to come to you. You have to make them happen. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. It's steps that you can take to start reaching the goals you want to reach. If you're gonna just stick to the same schedule every day, do the same thing every day, and not experience life, and not learn about new cultures and new foods, and like open your mind and just learn about everything in life, and that will make you want to constantly grow and constantly level up. You don't need to let your circumstances determine your life. You don't have to stay where you are. You just have to be willing to take those steps slowly. You know what I mean? Just don't stop taking those steps. So yeah, not every day is a good day, but it doesn't mean that you have a bad life. You just have to keep working towards the life that you want. And even if you don't get there in the end, like, enjoy the journey of doing so in the meantime. So that's what motivates me to keep waking up. And finally, question number 17. what is your most used emoji? So I think my most used emoji would be the eggplant emoji. No, I'm joking. Y'all's faces. No, it would definitely be the hugging guys. That would be my most used emoji, or the laughing face, because I usually just fake laugh at everything. Like, you know, you're not really laughing, but that's my response because I don't know what to say. I'm sending laughing faces. So I would actually say the laughing face guy, the hugging guy, and the fire emoji. So those would be my top 3. But yeah, that's that. But in any case, guys, before this video gets way too long, I love you all so much. I hope you really enjoyed this collaboration. Go and check out the other creators' videos. I will leave them all linked down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.